So, somewhat pleasant surprise, but not really. I was trying to remove the radiator, so I thought, and I managed to disconnect the front grill, and it just came right out. And it's right over there. So, the grill is off, but the radiator is still intact, and gonna have to figure out just exactly how it attaches. But progress, and yes, this little made in the United States of America label that was from the factory is staying. This whole section right there is going to stay just the way it is because it's awesome. So anyway, yeah, and that's the original color of the car too. Very nice color. I like that color. But yeah, I think I want to do a metallic of that. Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. It's still a long way away from paint. But, yep, a lot of stuff to be disconnected and a lot of rust repair. But we're making progress. And hopefully by the end of the day, I will have everything unbolted and the engine will be ready to come out. I don't think I'm going to pull it out today. Maybe next weekend. But, yeah, and you can see the head bolts or head nuts are all rusted. So this engine would not run. Even if I did get it started, it would start leaking just because there's no torque on the head any longer. So yeah, it needs help. Future plans for this engine. I do want to save it for a different project I have in mind, which is, I'll talk about that later. I got so many projects. So many projects to deal with. But we're making progress here, so that's good. All right, just a very minor update. Oh yeah, I almost had a major fire trying to grind off some bolt heads up there. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, trying to grind off some bolt heads for the horn. And it turns out the jute insulation that they used on this is very flammable. So yeah, there was like smoldering and smoke. There we go. Yeah, anyway, it's more rust there. And I mean, yeah, it's just gonna take a lot of redoing. Gonna have to build the transmission tunnel bigger for the Turbo 400 that's going in it. And yeah, a lot of rust right there. Yeah, so, and more rust along there and there. And that's what I was, oops, can't see it. Anyway, yeah, I'll try it this way. See, a lot of rust, So, little bit at a time. Yep. I found a guy selling some original Hudson Terraplane parts on eBay. I got some trim from him already, but most of the stuff on here is, I mean, trim-wise, it's okay. It's just everything else that's kind of messed up. Gauges. This gauge cluster is so cool. So totally cool. Just need to paint the dash, clean up the gauges. Oh, yeah, and check this out. This right here oops, wrong key. Which one is it? Is it this one? It worked earlier. There, the key works. I think that is cool, so I'm gonna keep that, incorporate that. Might have to put like a start button underneath somehow to engage the starter, but that will turn everything on, the ignition and electrical and everything. So, but yeah, so cool stuff. This was the I don't know what they call it, Select-O-Matic or something. This is basically, instead of using your, stick shift down here, this engaged the clutch, and it had little actuators and like vacuum solenoids and stuff that would change gears for you on a stick shift standard transmission. Very, very cool. This is pre-war technology. Who knows where Hudson would have gone technology-wise if they didn't get, sidelined by Hitler. But that's a different story. Anyway, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. So, that's it for this one, and I will keep you all updated.